My next guest got a huge fight coming up here against Ovince Saint Preux at UFC Vegas 16 on December 5th. It is Jamahal Hill back here on the program. Jamahal, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing? I'm good.
I'm doing well, but I'm not fighting OSP, man. This is a huge opportunity. How excited were you when you found out you'd be fighting a former title challenger in Ovince Saint Preux?
I was happy, man. I was happy with it. He was actually offered to me after they had already offered me Kirkenoff, but he turned it down, so we got OSP.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. I mean, like I said, a big name. He's been in the UFC for a while, and obviously someone that people recognize. Was this the type of matchup you were expecting after that last win? Because you've looked flawless in the octagon so far.
Not. I don't know. He's just. I was expecting somebody with a decent name. Not a former title challenger exactly, but I mean, I'm ready for everybody, man. I'm here to. You know what I'm here for. Here
to take over, man. You're not here to just, take a paycheck. I totally get it. And I just think it's cool because, like I said, OSP's been in there with a lot of big names in the division. It's a pretty recognizable guy. And I think at both your stages of the career, it's a good test for both. Was this the right amount of time off in between fights from your last one to this one, or did you want to get in there a little bit sooner?
Of course I wanted to get in there sooner. The only reason why it's been so long is because of the suspension.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's true. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure about that, if that was enough time.
Back in there.
For sure. OSP's kind of a tricky guy. I mean, he's got good stand-up, got good ground game, but you bring a lot to the table as well. How do you look at this fight from a style perspective?
I look at it as the same way as always. Just go in and just be my best self and dominate.
How much do you think, him obviously, he dabbled a bit in heavyweight and he's back down and, we don't really know what type of OSP we're going to getting. I guess, you've sort of talked to me about this before, but you're not really concerned about the opponent. You're more worried about what you can bring to the table, right? You don't focus as much on the opponent.
Right. Yeah, as long as I show up as the best version of myself, I feel like I'm going to get the job done. Feel like at the peak, at my peak, I'm the best.
Yeah. No, I agree, and certainly have backed that up with those last couple fights in the octagon. Training camp, how have you structured things for this fight? Business as usual, working with the same guys?
Yeah, pretty much. Just business as usual, just grind, get it in, and then show up and do what I always do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, for sure. Who are you getting to work with? Who are some of the main bodies in the gym right now working with you?
I've been getting it in with my same guys, my coaches and the guys at our gym. Most known name and people know it should know is Big Dog Brett Martin.
Yep.
I've been grinding with him. I took a trip out to Mercy, got some work in with those guys out there with Chaos, Daquan and Joaquin Buckley. I actually met him out there and got some rounds in with him. Dude is nice. He gave me some good work. Yeah.
What's going on with Brett? Because I know his fight got canceled with Bigfoot. I think it was like a medical thing. They just canceled it at the last minute. I don't know why it took so long for them to determine that. But and anything in the works for Brett? Because he's got to be in the UFC soon. It's one of those one of the ones I think the UFC's missed the mark on.
Dudes he beat. You know what I'm saying? They already signed dudes he beat. I don't know what it is. They need to stop playing with my dog and put him where he belongs.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's only a matter of time. And how many heavyweights out there have the record he does as young as he is too? It's one of those things. But like I said, if it's not the UFC, it'll be something big for him next. We're always keeping tabs on Big Dog and what he's doing. And then
Bigfoot Silva. Speaking of the Bigfoot Silva thing, you damn right they could have said something soon. They could have said something too sooner before I paid my money for tickets and shit to go down there.
Yeah,
just missed out on my cash.
No, it's crazy, man. I mean, regional MMA, there's a lot of weird things that happen over there. So yeah, I felt for Brett when I saw that because like he was about to leave to go down there, and then they're like the fight's off, and it's like because of a medical thing, you couldn't have found this out a couple months ago,
Right.
Yeah, the whole thing was a bit weird, but that's an interview in itself. We could probably talk about that whole thing.
Then look, 3 days later, he's on a poster supposed to be for another fight.
I know, I did see that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was a little bit weird. So. Some BS. You talked about training a bit there. I know in Michigan there's been kind of like a lockdown with training and all that. Has that impacted you a lot in terms of I know some of the gyms they're kind of being restricted a bit?
Our gym has been business as usual.
Good.
We got our protocols in place to to monitor things, to keep an eye on things. But yeah, it's just been business as usual.
Good. How's the cut going to get to 205?
I'm good. You know me, man. I handle business. I don't mess
Stay
around.
ready. No, I know. You're always, you're living the lifestyle, man. It's not about, you're off a fight and then you start binging. No, you're living the lifestyle every day, right? So, I mean, this is something we've talked about, I think, since our first interview. I know you're always.
Yeah, I get up there and wait, but just whenever it's time to lock in, I lock in and I start.
Once that contract signed, it's business, right? I mean, no matter what, right? So.
Immediately, yep.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I'm gonna have my coaches, Johnny Gregoire, Chad Pomeroy, my coach and training partner, Justin Andrews, and big dog Brett Martin.
Oh, Brett's going to be nice. Good. Maybe you can put in a good word if you see McMaynard there or something, or Sean. I don't even know who manages heavyweight now.
With him to Dana White himself.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
it's the last fight. Went right at him like, man, don't play with my dog, man. Let him come in.
Just go right up to Dana and deal like, what's the deal, man? Come on, like.
People gonna be surprised when they see Brett. They think like, oh, he wrestling it. Brett been working with me, man.
Yeah.
He been at Touch 'Em Up University. He ready to touch somebody to fuck up.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there, man. How's this fight playing out on the 5th? I know you feel like you're going to get your hand raised. Why sign the contract? But how do you envision the fight playing out?
Dominant fashion for me. However that needs to be. Yeah. However it needs to happen. Standing up on the ground wherever.
Big fight, like I said here. I know you'll fight anyone. Doesn't matter. You're taking all comers here. But like I mentioned, OSP, a former title challenger, a pretty decent name in the division. Where do you think a win puts you? I mean, I think this has got to get you up in the rankings at some point because this is a big fight for you.
Yeah, somewhere around the top 10, or at least now put enough respect on my name to where those top 10 guys can't just turn it down.
Yeah.
Without having to look in the mirror like, are you scared?
Yeah. You know I mean? Have you been surprised by that? Because I know in the regional scene, it's tough to get fights. Some guys will turn you down with your record. But in the UFC, have you been surprised to see some guys say, hey, I don't want to fight you?
Not really. Because whenever you got to think Michelle Kirkendall was like number 10. So I'm like number 24. So, you know what I mean? I understand why he didn't take that fight. It's high risk, a big risk for him. You know what I mean? Probably low reward for him.
Okay. So, when were you supposed to fight him? Was that for this fight or was that a different fight?
It was offered to me for December 12th.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. And then obviously, you're part of this group of Michigan guys, man. It's just been on fire. I know it's something we talked about last time, but I mean, you mentioned Kenny Cross, who should have been in the UFC. That was a BS call, in my opinion. We talked about Brett. We talked about Cody Stamann, obviously doing great work there. Like, how's it been being part of this new wave of Michigan MMA that's really making a mark in the UFC?
It's been dope, bro. I'm happy to see it because you gotta think, man, we were all dudes at the same shows locally, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I can't wait to now we're doing it. Now we actually getting our chances and getting that crossover now. You see what it is. You see what we said it was gonna be the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't just talking. We was really ready to come in and put the whole world and everybody on notice to this part of the world.
Yeah, and it's something I've kind of noticed too, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like, Michigan in general, it seems like the cross-training has been a bit more easier now because it seems like you guys are kind of all in this together. You're like, look, we just want to put Michigan on the map. Have you found that at all in terms of training together?
Yeah, no, I definitely see that. We've been supportive. We've been supportive of each other. Whenever somebody needs work, it's like, hey, if anytime anybody from Michigan hits me up and they're like, hey, I want to get some work in, I want you to come in and give me some looks, I'm down to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely been like a big brotherhood, you know what I mean, of us and everything like that, more so than any other state that I've seen.
Yeah, not agree with you there. Before we go, most important question in the interview, what's downtime looking like? I know you're a busy guy, you're in there training all the time, but you getting in any Xbox or video games or maybe any Netflix, anything like that? What are you doing for downtime?
You already know I am. That's why you're asking me.
Yeah, of course. I got to throw it out there because some fighters will be like, no, I don't have time for that. So I just wanted to make sure, but yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm playing some Warzone. I got Cold War, but I'm really been into the Warzone. Hitting the sniper shot. Sniper guy.
Okay, gotcha. Watch out on Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know which one you're using. But
Twitch.
Actually, there you go.
Twitch. Okay. Twitch. Jamahal H.
Come get that work. Jamahal, always appreciate the time, man. Always a pleasure. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours, man.
Oh yeah, you can. I'm on Twitter. My handle is Jamahal H on Twitter. Sweet _dreams _J Hill on Instagram. And those are the main platforms. That my Twitch, as I just said. I got a TikTok, Jamahal H on TikTok. I want to shout out my sponsors at Lizard Licked Apparel, Next Day Construction. Shout out my team, my coach, my head coach, Chad Pomeroy, my assistant coach and my striking coach, Johnny Grigware. My training partners, Justin Andrews, Big Dog, Brett Martin, all my guys at the gym, my young dogs at the gym that's coming in, that's hungry. Yeah, man.
Love it. All right,
we got a lot of things in motion, a lot of things going on, a lot of things coming. It's just the beginning.